Skeptics Review the Bible by John Smith. It's the book of Jonah, chapter 1. Lord Yahweh spake to Jonah, and he told Jonah to go to Nineveh, because the Ninevans were evil and wicked and icky and gross. But Jonah was scared of Lord Yahweh, and he decided to try to flee Lord Yahweh's omnipresence in the opposite direction, where he boarded a ship in Joppa that was headed toward Tarshish, which is modern-day Spain, minions. So Jonah paid some doubloons to get on that ship, but everybody knows you can't escape Lord Yahweh's omnipresence. Lord Yahweh doesn't have a physical body, but a figuratively spiritual omnipresence. That's right, Looney Tunes. Keep moving that goalpost. We wouldn't want those atheists to ever score any points. And Lord Yahweh sent a mighty great wind and tempest that put that ship in danger of breaking up into little itty-bitty pieces. The sailors all prayed to their obviously fake gods for help, and the sailors threw the cargo overboard. Jonah was hiding below decks when the captain found him. The captain, he told Jonah, "Hey Jonah, why aren't you praying to your totally real God to save us? All of these other stupid sailors are obviously praying to false gods, because those sailors are all sinful in their black metaphorical hearts, and they deny Lord Yahweh's decision to only reveal himself through general revelation. Only prophets like myself ever get to see Lord Yahweh face to face. Or in your case, face to metaphorical backside." The captain told Jonah to pray to Lord Yahweh to save the ship and prevent the people on the ship from drowning. Then the sailors cast lots to find out who was responsible for this calamity. 'Cause that's definitely a path to the truth of things, the random chance of the dice to determine the guilty party of a storm at sea. So the lot fell on Jonah. The sailors asked Jonah, "Okay, Jonah, since these dice are telling us that you're the cause of our calamity, tell us who you are and what it is that you do, and why would you bring this calamity down on us? Who are your people and where did you come from?" And Jonah told them he was a Hebrew, and his God, Lord Yahweh, is the Lord of the land and the sea, and that Lord Yahweh made everything. Jonah also told them that he boarded the ship so that he could try to escape Lord Yahweh's omnipresence. This terrified the sailors, and they told Jonah that what he did was awful and foolish, and they were very scared. Then they asked Jonah how could they calm the sea and calm Lord Yahweh, and Jonah told them that they needed to throw him into the sea, and then the sea would be calmed. Jonah admitted that this was all his fault. So by that logic, you gays did cause Katrina. So I guess the only thing to do, for the gays anyway, is to gather them all up and throw all the gays out to sea somewhere to calm Lord Yahweh so he won't ever cause any more hurricanes. You know what you gotta do, gay people. It's for the good of us all. The sailors tried to row back to land first because they didn't want to throw Jonah in the sea. But it was no good. The sea would not calm down. So all the sailors prayed to Lord Yahweh and asked Lord Yahweh for forgiveness for throwing Jonah into the sea. "Please, Lord Yahweh, please don't hold us accountable for taking this man's life. We beseech thee, Lord Yahweh." And then they tossed Jonah overboard. And just like that, Lord Yahweh calmed the sea. The men all greatly feared Lord Yahweh and made sacrifices to him. Slaughter, blood, sprinkle, sprinkle. Next, a huge fish came along and swallowed Jonah, and Jonah was in that fish's belly for 3 days and 3 nights. And that's not a metaphor for anything, right? So anyway, Moses, buddy, was it a fish or a whale? "I just told you it was a big fish." So, not a whale then, because the Gospel of Matthew definitely said it was a whale, at least some translations do. "Satan, I just told you it was a big fish." Big enough to swallow a man, huh? "Satan, weren't you listening to my story? I told you a big fish swallowed Jonah." And Jonah was in that fish's belly for 3 days and nights, right? Satan, you need to listen better. I'm just trying to get the straight of this story, that's all. So, in the Mediterranean Sea, what's the biggest fish that lives there? A shark? Wasn't a whale, you just said. And the blue whale only eats krill and doesn't have a throat wide enough to swallow a human being. Anyway, so the biggest fish is a whale shark. Whale shark could probably swallow a person. But how did Jonah breathe inside a whale shark for 3 days? Are you sure that whales and sharks even live in the Mediterranean Sea? Satan, it's in the Bible. The Bible is true. It's Lord Yahweh's word. Stop filling people's minds with questions and doubts. Jonah was swallowed by a big fish. He was in that fish for 3 days. That's how it happened. So, miracles and wonders then. Science be damned. Get out of jail free. Can I tell the rest of the story? You're going to keep interrupting me. Oh, I'm going to keep interrupting you. I am Satan, after all. Why don't you just get out of here and go bury some dinosaur bones or something? Maybe it's because I got some bones to pick with your story. Oh, I got some bones to bury. Hey, check these out. Let's see. Pakicetus, Ambulocetus, Protocetus. Hey, I got some megalodon teeth here. Hey, you think that Jonah was swallowed by a megalodon?